turn to an issue that has been in the news, especially this week. There are undocumented children being held alone in detention, even as close as Homestead, Florida, right here, less than 30 miles from where we are tonight. Fathers and mothers and children are dying while trying to enter the United States of America. We saw that image today that broke our hearts, and they had names. Oscar Martinez and his 23-month-old daughter Valeria died trying to cross the river to ask for asylum in this country. Last month, more than 130,000 migrants were apprehended at the southern border. Secretary Castro, if you were president today, hoy, what would you specifically do?
Technological. Thank you. We're in the third inning of the greatest economic and technological transformation in the history of our country. And who are we blaming? Immigrants. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. And what we have to do is we have to wake up our fellow Americans to the fact that it is not immigrants that are causing these economic problems. It's the Amazon black hole. It's technology advancing to a point where more and more of us are going to have a harder and harder time making ends meet. Which I have rebranded the freedom dividend. Because if one state passed a dividend where now everyone in that state gets between $1,000 and $2,000 a year, no questions asked. And what state is that? Alaska. Yeah, most of you are like, Alaska? Like what? Alaska. And how do they fund it? Oil. And what is the oil of the 21st century? Technology, data, AI, self-driving cars and trucks. What they did for the people of Alaska with oil, we will do for you and all Americans with technology money. This is the path forward. Now, if you've heard anything about me, you've heard that there's an Asian man running for president who wants to give everyone $1,000 a month. And all of those things are true. I'm the son of immigrants myself. I think we need to create a path to citizenship over the long term. I'm for a path to citizenship for people who are here and undocumented. We have over 12 million people who are here. Trying to deport that many people is impossible. It would collapse regional economies. It would be completely inhumane. And so the choices are one of three things. One, pretend you can deport them, even though it would be like a complete catastrophe.
And nobody really wants to do that.
It would just be like the worst chapter in American history to like even try, and we'd fail at it. So what? We all know that whatever path you create, a lot of people are never going to opt into it because they just don't trust us, the government, whatever. But if you opted in, pay your taxes, no criminal record, and then you abide by these requirements and keep a clean record for a number of years. I'm thinking like, or the official proposal we have is 18 years. And at the end of that time, then you would become a citizen if you pass certain requirements. And then in this, during this period, then you have this new class of citizenship that's essentially like a legal resident. That's one reason why the waiting period would need to be really substantial. But we also do need to try and rationalize our process for people who are here and have green cards, for people who study at American universities. We should be fighting to keep those people instead of kicking them out of the country. Like if you come here and get a degree from one of our universities, we don't want you to go home and compete against us. Like stick around. You know, it's like it's a great place to build a life. We do need to enforce the border. Like I'm not someone who thinks that open borders are realistic.
So what does that mean?
Actually put the resources to work. So if you dig into what's going on in the border, right now we have hundreds of open positions that we just can't even hire for because no one wants to live down there. And the turnover is really high. And that service pays less than just about any other service. So it's like, let me see, am I going to go live on like the southern border and get paid less and like have very little room for advancement and be away from like my family and civilization? So this is the... It got so bad that service hired a big consulting firm, I think Accenture, and paid them millions of dollars to like figure out how to get somebody down there. It ended up like getting them like 12 applicants or something. Like it was like $12 million later, they got like 12 applicants. So that we have like actual actual just execution problems on the southern border. It's one reason why the wait periods are so long. It's like you show up and we're just understaffed there, and then you end up with sometimes very tragic results.
Yeah.
Some yes, most of it no. Like I dug into it and was trying to figure out how technology could help, and most of it is old school. So the immigration system, I'm the son of immigrants. I know that immigrants make our country stronger. To me, we need to create a path to citizenship for people who are here and undocumented. There are over 12 million people who are here and undocumented. Many of them are paying taxes and have American children. And having them in the shadow economy is bad for everyone. It's bad for them. It's bad for the entire country. So we need to bring those people out of the shadows into the formal economy and have a long-term path to citizenship, even while trying to improve our current intake system, enforce the southern border, and make it so that we can attract talented workers from around the world. One example is it makes no sense to bring students in to our universities, give them degrees, and then send them away to compete against us. If you're an international student who studies in this country and you get a degree, we should be trying to keep you. Well, I'm running for president to help us get through the greatest economic and technological transformation in our nation's history. Donald Trump is our president today because we'd automated away 4 million manufacturing jobs in Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Missouri, and Iowa, all of the states, the swing states he needed to win. And my friends in technology in Silicon Valley know that what we did to manufacturing jobs, we are now going to do to retail jobs, call center jobs, fast food jobs, truck driving jobs, and on through the economy. So I'm running for president to let America know it is not immigrants that are causing these problems. It is technology and the evolution of our economy, and then we need to advance in our own understanding of our place in the economy, which should be at the center. And that's why I'm proposing a universal basic income of $1,000 per month per. Well, we have well over 12 million undocumented immigrants here in this country. And to me, the most logical and humane path forward is to create a pathway to citizenship for people who are here and undocumented, particularly for the dreamers who really know no other home but the United States of America. And I say to people around the country, I'm the son of immigrants. I believe that immigrants make our country stronger and more dynamic. And so we should try and create a pathway forward to help integrate. Really, again, 12 million is a conservative estimate. There are many, many people who are here and undocumented that we should integrate into our formal economy and to society if we can. Well, so right now we have a migrant crisis on the southern border, and it's in part because the composition of the people who are showing up at the border is changing, where now it's people who are applying for asylum. And unfortunately, we don't have the resources to process them in any kind of punctual or effective way. And so the waiting period is literally over a year in some cases. So the basics are that we need to put more resources to work on our southern border. We need more facilities, caseworkers, asylum judges. Right now, our Border Patrol is short thousands of people that they've been trying to hire for months because it's very hard for them to attract and retain people to very remote parts of this country.
Cash in my hand, money back with the bucks, then he's gonna rock. Yo, we get the money, so we get the $1,000 flow with the cash. That's what's up with the man, we get all these $1,000 bucks. Get a new car, get a new house. We go so far, we go anywhere we want. We travel the world, go shopping. 1,000 every month's gonna be lots of fun. And Andrew Yang is gonna destroy Bernie, and Andrew Yang will destroy Warren. He'll destroy Booker, and he'll destroy Beto. No, Andrew is the best. He's better than the rest. The rest sucks. Andrew Yang rocks. Yang is gonna go out with the bang. And Drew, there's a few like he's 1 in a million. While the others are a million and one. Andrew Yang is gonna win the primary debate, and you won't see it coming. Polling right now at 2%, 3%, 10%, 50%, 60%, and the penny makes no sense. Andrew Yang, he's so cool. Well, the orange, he's a big fool. Andrew Yang is gonna win so bad, it's not even funny. He's gonna get the cash, and he's gonna get that money. And Andrew, get the $1,000, $7. Get that money, man. Put that cash in my hand, money back with the bucks, then he's gonna rock. Yo, we get the money, so we get the $1,000 flow with the cash. That's what's up with the man, we get all these $1,000 bucks, get a new car, get a new house. We go so far, go anywhere we want. We travel the world, go shop. There's 1,000 every month, gonna be lots of fun. And Andrew Yang is gonna destroy Bernie, and Andrew Yang will destroy Warren. He'll destroy Booker, and he'll destroy Beto. Andrew is the best, he's better than the rest. The rest sucks. Andrew Yang rocks. Yang is gonna go out with